What's up everyone, welcome to another fingerpicking lesson. Marco here. Today I want to talk to you, come closer. Today I want to talk to you about melody. I want to show you how we can keep adding layers and layers and layers of stuff, okay? Now we're going to start with the melody only, and then we're going to add the bass note and then the chords. And then we're going to embellish this melody, and then we're going to add the percussive approach. Awesome way to play stuff. Take it step by step, guys. If you are a beginner, start with the level 1, and if you are a little bit more advanced, intermediate, find your way through the video, okay? You can get the tab, check my Patreon page, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all the upcoming lessons, guys. Now, I really want to get started. I have my guitar here, my lovely guitar already tuned. Let's have a close-up. Let's get started. Alright, guys, now the melody is in A minor, and then E minor, F major, C major, D minor, A minor, and E, okay? So it's obviously the minor key, A minor key, and we also have some major chords, but it's mainly minor, okay? Now the melody, we're gonna start with the step number 1, which is just the melody. It's going to sound like this. Okay, beautiful sounding melody. Now we're going to start with the E string fret number 8, and then 7, 5, 7, and then 3, okay? Guys, just make sure that you use the same fingering I am using here. You never want to play the melody with one finger or two fingers only. Just use the little finger as well, okay? So, and then we have, this is still the E string fret number 3, sorry, fret number 5, and 3, 1, 3, and then the B string fret number 1, okay? And then we keep going. We have the E string fret number 1, E string open, and the B string fret number 3, and the E string open, and the B string fret number 1, okay? So, and we finish with the B string fret 3, okay? So one more time, the whole thing slowly. And 4. Now let's add the bass note. Alright guys, step number 2 is to add a bass note. Now the awesome thing about adding the bass note is that we can literally just add the root note of each chord rather than add the entire chord. So it's basically easier to play the melody just with the bass note. Now the first chord is the A minor, and then E minor. Okay. Now on the A minor chord, we're gonna start with the A open, the A string, the 5th string, simultaneously with the E string fret number 8, and then 7, 5. Okay. And then I play the E minor chord, which is the low E, simultaneously with the E string fret number 7, and then fret 3. The next chord is the F major. Okay, now the F is a fretted note. We're playing the D string fret number 3 simultaneously with the E string fret number 5, and then fret number 3 and 1. Okay, the next chord is C major, and I'm playing the A string fret 3, the note C, and the E string fret number 3, and then the B string fret number 1. Okay, I'm holding down the bass note, guys, extremely important. Now next chord, D minor, and then A minor. Okay, so the D minor is very simple. D open string, that's my bass note, and then the E string fret number 1, and then the E open, and the B string fret number 3. Then the A minor chord, A string open, E string open, and the B string fret number 1. And the last chord, E, low E, okay, with the thumb, and B string fret 3. Very simple and beautiful to play. Alright, now level number 3, we're gonna add the chords. Now let's add the chords. First chord is A minor. Okay, and we're also gonna pluck the strings in a different way here because we wanna benefit from playing the chords, and so we can make the melody sound bigger if we obviously play it along with the chord as well. So the first chord is the A minor chord. I have a bar chord on fret number 5, 3 strings only, okay? E, B, and G string, and then the little finger is on the E string fret number 8 to play the melody, and I pluck simultaneously 5th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, and then I will have the fret number 7 simultaneously with the B string and fret 5 and 5. Okay, so that's the first chord. Now the second chord is D minor. And we play the chords, so the first note is the same, just bass note and melody. And then we play the E minor here, okay? Which is G string fret 4, B string fret 5, and E string fret number 3. So, good. F major chord. And then C. Now the F major is a beautiful sounding chord. You got the D string fret 4, D string fret number 3, which is the root note, G string fret number 5. I'm not playing the B string, I skip the B string and I play the E string fret number 5. I'm only plucking with thumb, index, and ring finger. Then I keep going with the melody, fret number 3, 1, and then the C major. And I put down the whole chord, A string fret 3, B string fret 1, and the E string fret number 3. I plucked simultaneously 5th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st, and then just 3rd and 2nd. Okay, just change the voicing of this chord. D minor and A minor. Now, the D minor is beautiful, guys. 3 different voicing. I have the D minor chord, okay, D string, G string fret number 2, B string fret number 3, and the E string fret number 1. I pluck that simultaneously. And then I get rid of the index finger and I play B and E string, and then G and B string. So 3 different voicing. Then A minor. Now the A minor is again beautiful here. A string, G string fret 2, B string fret number 1, and E open string. Pluck that simultaneously, 5, 3, 2, 1, and then just 3 and 2. And then E7. Low E, D string fret number 2, G string fret number 1, B string fret number 3. Okay, so I pluck 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Alright, awesome. So, good. Now, let's check the next level where we're actually going to apply some embellishment. Alright guys, now we're going to add the arpeggio, and one thing that I want you to notice is the fact that by changing the right hand approach, we'll also change the way the melody sound. We are going to, the melody is going to sound more musical and more sweet. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Now, the first chord I'm playing is the same here. I'm adding this arpeggio. So I'm plucking on, starting on the A string, and then the G, the B, and the E, and then the melody. Okay, so the bass note is repeated twice. Okay, and then I have the second chord. Okay, so I have the first note here, E fret number 7, and then I'm plucking the E, the G, and the B, and then do the same arpeggio on the E chord. Okay. Now the F major and the C. Okay. Now the F major will have the same chord here. We pluck in the D, the G, the B, and the E string. Then the bass note again, and the melody, and then the C chord with the arpeggio. Same picking pattern, guys. Thumb, index, middle, and ring. D minor. So D minor, we're gonna start on the D string, G, B, and E, bass note, melody, A minor, okay. Now we can play a little bit on the E major, the E7 chord, and maybe finish with the E string, so we change the voicing. I really like, to be honest with you, I really like the arpeggio. It sounds completely different. Now you can finish this one with this beautiful phrase. So before we get started with the percussion, so I play the low E, and then the G string fret number 1, 2, and then the B string, the E string, the B string fret number 3, E string, and E string fret 4. And then we're gonna start again. Now the next step will be adding the percussion. Now we're going to keep the same arpeggio, but we're going to add the percussion. Okay, now I'm playing the same arpeggio, but on the second and fourth count, I'm adding the thumb slap. So I'm striking the bass note with the thumb. Okay. So. Now there are two different approaches here. The first thumb slap will be followed by the melody. Okay, and the second one will be followed by the chord. Okay, so we're gonna do okay, so we basically have to do the thumb slap and then pluck simultaneously. Okay, then you do the same with the F, D minor, simultaneously. And you can finish with this beautiful A minor odd 9 with the E string fret 7. So different levels, different layers. You can keep adding, or you can play less. Totally up to you guys. Enjoy this lesson. See you next time.